Greetings everyone, this is Eldan Amara, back with another video. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe and share. And don't forget also to hit the notification bell, right? That way, every time I drop a new video, you will be notified of this. And believe you me, I got some videos that's coming up. You ain't going to want to miss them. Believe what I'm telling you. Trust. Yeah? So make sure that you tune into my channel. Stay in tune. Today I want to talk about the old world versus the new world. What these elite people call the end is a change of time. That is a ending of time. Going through the astrological planets. We've come up to the 24,000 year, the end of the cycle. We've moved out the old world, yeah, and into a new world. What do I mean by this? If you look at Matthew's in the Bible, yeah, Matthew's, when it talks about in God's house there are many mansions, right? We're really talking about astrological signs, the astrological signs of the Zodiac. So you've got 12 signs of the Zodiac, okay? And these represent things such as Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius, just to name a few. We have just left the house of Pisces and we're now in the house of Aquarius. That means a new age and a new time, yeah, a new beginning and change. Those elite people that own and control us, they represent roughly 1 to 3% of the world's population. Most of the wealth is tied up in their families and in their institutions, yeah, in the banking systems, in politics, in corporations, yeah, even in technology and science. The true face of power is a power you don't see. You see your presidents and your prime ministers, they're not really the ones that's in control of anything. They're merely the puppets, and behind them are the puppet masters pulling their strings. The puppet masters pulling their strings. You see, the elite, they already know that we've moved out of the old world and into the new world. We moved out of Pisces, the two fishes, and we moved into Aquarius. This is a new time. It's a new time and a change. We're moving into the age of cyber technology, into the age of science and cyber technology. You're starting to see the emergence of robots, AI technology, and all of that sort of thing. Bots. Man is starting to explore more out into space. If you notice, there are more women coming to the workplace. There's more women in sports. Yeah, there's slowly an liberation of certain groups of people that were once oppressed, and now they're slowly starting to be liberated. The system don't want them to be liberated. That's the truth. The system doesn't really want them to be liberated. What these elite groups of people want to do is to keep owning and controlling us through fear, yeah, and turning us against each other as a form of competition. Now, for those of you who are afraid of moving into a new era, afraid of change, you know what? You're going to have to try and change, or you go down with this beast. And believe me, they are going down. You've got to shut off the old coat and put on the new coat. Yeah? Take off your old coat and put on your new coat. Okay? You have got to be the change that you want to see in society. Stop leaving it to the elite groups, yeah? The people that run our society. I don't care if it's your church, your churches, or your religious leaders, or your politicians, yeah? Or your banking institution. You have got to be the change that you want to see in the world. Stop depending on them. The change lies within, and you're too busy looking out or looking for them to try and help you. You have got to be the change that you want to see in the world. It starts with you first. You also have to try and undefine yourself, because we're defined by so many things. We're defined by our jobs. We're defined by the cars that we're driving. We're defined by our houses. We're defined by family, yeah? We're defined by our football and our football teams that we support. We're defined by families, cousins, uncles, friends, aunts. You got to undefine yourself. When you undefine yourself, you'll be much more further in front of yourself. I'm not telling you you have to ignore your people, but for you to grow personally as an individual, you need to try and do for self. Right? If you got rubbish in your house and it's starting to stink out your house, what would you do with the rubbish? You take the rubbish and you go and put it outside. That is an analogy that you wouldn't keep waste in your house. You get rid of it. You don't want your house stinking out. Excuse me. Don't dwell on things of the past. Don't dwell on friends who you know are negative, who don't have the best interests for you. There's some people, you know, they're friends, even family members, they don't have the best for you. So, you know, it's time to shed them as well, right? To throw them off, like how you've thrown off a coat and you're putting on a new coat. You're putting on a new identity. You have got to be the change that you want to see in the world. When people start to see you change, they will start to hopefully change. You get together with groups of people who think like-mindedly and move away from these people who are toxic, who are trying to hold you back. You see, if it's up to the elite, they have a plan for you because you don't have a plan for yourself. What did you just say? The elite have a plan for you because you don't have a plan for yourself. I'll say it one more time. The elite have a plan for you because you don't have a plan for yourself. You need to start planning. Okay? Stop looking out there, yeah, for God to come and try and save you. Right? Stop looking at these elite groups of people. Stop looking at these politicians to try and save you. Because if it's really up to them, they will keep you in your place. They will keep you in your place. You've got to be the change. Move on. Don't be afraid of change and new things. As I say again, you've got to be the change that you want to see in the world. Right? And that starts with you first. Because if you follow these elite people, the inorganic ones, all they want to do is to try and own and control us. They're anti-nature. They don't want to follow nature and natural laws. Right? It's up to you for change. You see, the elite want to keep us constantly in fear. Constantly in fear, because that's the way they control us. Right? Through the television and the television programs. And trust, there's a lot of people out there who want to think that I'm talking a little rubbish, right? You go and check out who are the top families that are in control of the planet. You can trace the money back to these people, right? I'm not even going to go into that. I want you to go out and do your own research. You think that your politicians and your religious leaders, yeah, that they're the ones that are in control of things, but they're not. Because behind the background, in the background, you got these elite groups of people and families and their family ties, and they're the ones that's controlling things. They're the ones that are controlling the world. They want a new world order. What is the new world order? Go and look that up. The new world order. And also look at the WEF, the World Economic Forum. What have they got planned for you? What have they got planned for humanity? These people, they're inorganic. They're synthetic. They're synthetic people. They don't want you to move on. Yeah, they don't want you to grow. But you know what? Nature has a plan, and man has a plan, and God or nature is the best of planners. They can't stop change. They're trying to stop it, but they can't stop change. When I say they can't stop change, they want to try and do things in their manner, in their way. They're trying to play God. They're trying to play God and trying to keep you in fear, but they can't stop natural change, right? There's a natural order of things, and this is what they're trying to stop. And exploiting, I'm not saying all of them because there are some good people amongst them, right? But there's also some bad people amongst them, and they don't want to see us grow as human beings, right? They try their hardest to keep our eyes covered so we don't really see what's really going on behind the scenes. The magazines that they have, the newspapers that they have, the media, the radio, the television, the psychologists, the psychiatrists behind the TV adverts, in the news, how they use language in the news, how they use things, terminology and jargon to try and create and stir up certain emotions. And they talk about the end of the world. The world is coming to an end. The world is not coming to an end. The world will not end, but time, as you move through the star system, that's the things that are changing. That's the things that are changing. These people who control us, I'm going to say it again, they don't want change, but time naturally moves on and it changes. They're trying to play God. God is within us. We're too busy looking out there, all right? Or we're looking at our preachers, our politicians to try and make things better for us when we can do that for ourselves and get together with like-minded people. Stop living in fear. Breathe. Relax. Focus. There's no need to rush around. Make your plans from now and try and have some goals and try and move towards it, along with like-minded people. Don't be afraid of change, because change is only a natural thing. It's only natural for things to change. You see as well, the sun, our sun, has moved 250,000 miles closer to Earth. So the planet is warming up. They know this as well, right? And they talk about all this stuff about global warming, right? The sun has moved closer to this planet. Things have to change. Nature is showing us signs. We need to change and move with nature and not with these inorganic ones, these synthetic people. Anyway, this is Eldad. I want you to go check out the World Economic Forum, a guy called Klaus Schwab. I want you to also check out another guy called Dr. Noah, I think it is. Yeah. Anyway, his surname is Noah. Okay, Dr. Noah. I want you to also check out something called Agenda 21. What is Agenda 21? What is Agenda 21? Go check it out. What are the useless eaters? What does Klaus Schwab mean when he says you'll have nothing but still be happy? What's he talking about? What's Dr. Noah talking about when he says that men are literally becoming gods? Which men? Which men? Dr. Noah, check him out. Anyway, this is Amara. I want you to start doing for yourself. You have got to be the change that you want to see in the world. Literally, you have got to be the change. Listen, the world will never end. The world will never end. What these elite people call the end is a change of time. That is a ending of time. Going through the astrological planets. We've come up to the 24,000 year, the end of the cycle, right? So that is the world ending. The world itself, the planet itself will never end. The planet will always be here. The elite people, they want to keep us constantly in fear, yeah? Through their politics, their economics, their corporations, their psychology, their psychiatry, and all these other institutions. They don't want us to naturally progress. They just want to keep us in a state of perpetual fear. So every now and again on the news, you'll have some kind of disaster going on. We are in the 24,000 year cycle. We have moved out of the house of Pisces and into Aquarius. The change lies within us, not outside there, yeah, looking up at the sky. It lies within us. We have to change ourselves. Check out a guy called Klaus Schwab, World Economic Forum. Check out a guy called Dr. Noah, yeah? Why does he turn around and say that men are literally becoming gods? Why? They don't want us personally to change. Which gods are they talking about? They're talking about themselves. The inorganic ones, the synthetic ones. They're not talking about us, right? They're talking about their scientists and their elite groups. There is no path to peace. Peace is the path. As Mahatma Gandhi said, there is no path to peace. Peace is the path. And that path is in us. We have to change ourselves. Stop relying on other people to try and change things for us. Yes, the end of the old cycle has come in. And the new cycle is here.
Love the morning, hear the birds calling, hear the birds calling, cuckoo, cuckoo each morning. I love the sound of the choo-choo train calling, I love the sound of the choo-choo train calling, choo-choo train is coming, yeah, it passes by my house each morning, yeah. I love the rain, I love the rain, I love the rain, the sound of the rain falling, falling. I love the rain, I love the rain, love the feel of the rain on my flesh, I love the feel of the rain on my flesh. it relieves my stress. I love the rain, I love the rain, I love the rain, I love the rain. Colors of the rainbow, it keeps me high when I'm feeling low. The color of the rainbow, it keeps me high when I'm feeling low. I love the rain, I love the rain, I love the rain. The sound of the rain falling, falling. I love the rain, I love the rain. When I'm low, I stare at the rainbow. It gives me a glow. Feeling high when I'm feeling low. So bad feelings go. Wanna treat us all the same. They can't contain my brain. Battleize myself in the rain. If I'm feeling strange, love to hear the birds and the bees, and the feel of the breeze. Love the rattle of the trees, and the wave of the seas. Love to hear the birds and the bees, and the feel of the breeze. Love the rattle of the trees, and the wave of the seas. Me love the warmth and the butterfly. No lie, I've watched the birds in the sky and things multiply. Me love July 'cause it dry. I no lie. Hello summer, winter. Bye bye, bye bye. I love the rain, I love the rain, I love the rain, the sound of the rain falling,
serious baby.
falling.
I'm in love no
I love the
love is
rain,
in me.
I love the rain.